Gainesville. Tensions are high on the University of Florida's main campus today, where white nationalist Richard Spencer is slated to speak this afternoon. The event has stoked fears in light of the violence at an August rally in Charlottesville, VA. Several main arteries on the campus are closed, with law enforcement stationed at barricades redirecting traffic, part of a massive police response that UF President W. Kent Fuchs estimated would top 500 officers at a cost surpassing $600,000. Military vehicles were seen driving toward Gainesville on Interstate 75 toward early Thursday, likely members of the Florida National Guard. This morning, few students were seen in the area surrounding the Curtis M. Phillips Center for the Performing Arts, where Spencer is slated to speak at 2:30 p.m. The university has asked them to boycott Spencer, whose views Fuchs has described as repugnant. Nalanda Chakraborty, a 30-year-old doctoral student, sat at a bus stop on nearby Bledsoe Drive, checking an app on her phone, unsure if the bus was coming to pick her up. Police had blocked off both ends of the road and were redirecting traffic elsewhere. "I would not say fearful, but I'm certainly concerned because it's a university town," she said. "As you can see, today students are keeping to themselves, keeping at home and not being able to attend classes at the university." However, a group calling itself No Nazis at UF plans to stage a protest outside the event at 1 p.m. About 3,000 people indicated on Facebook that they planned to participate. Students also staged a sit-in at a student senate meeting earlier in the week. Likely the first protester to arrive was Diane Reynolds, a 71-year-old resident of the Villages who said she came because her father fought fascism for 4 years in World War II. "I'm standing for him," she said. "Right now, there's tears coming to my eyes," said Reynolds, who wore a Peace Design t-shirt and a hat bearing the word Imagine, a reference to John Lennon's peace anthem. "I don't have words for it. It's just too disgusting." Hundreds of reporters and news cameras have descended on UF, though many will not be able to attend Spencer's speech. His group, the National Policy Institute, controlled ticketing and press credentials. The neo-Nazi website The Daily Stormer this morning posted its plan for followers attending the event. It urged those who couldn't get tickets to carry out flash mobs throughout the city, including at a Jewish center, a black culture center and the Gainesville Sun. The point is to confuse the situation and to create public attention, to make it feel like the entire city is taken over by our guys, wrote site editor Andrew Anglin, who also urged followers to dress normally, leave signs or flags in their cars and not bring weapons. About 11 a.m. several Spencer supporters arrived and were swarmed by reporters. They described Spencer and his followers as under assault from left-wing anti-fascist protesters and the news media. William Fears, a well-known alt-right figure in Texas, spoke about James Alex Fields, an Ohio man charged with plowing his car into protesters in Charlottesville, killing a 32-year-old woman. "I don't want to glorify what he did, but at the same time, I wasn't surprised that it happened. They threw the first blow," Fears said. "I look at it as self-defense, whether he just was radicalized, or whether he was just in fear for his life, I don't know." No Nazis at UF urged Fuchs to cancel the event, as did UF's United Faculty of Florida and Graduate Assistants United. Spencer, they argued, represents a threat to safety on campus. "We are disappointed that the individuals who advocate for a Spencer visit to campus have ignored the rights of thousands of employees to safety and dignity on the job," UFF's leadership wrote in an editorial published this month by the Gainesville Sun. The university told students and staff that week that class will be in session today, though some test times were adjusted and some buildings will only be accessible with university-issued IDs. On Monday, Gov. Rick Scott declared a state of emergency in Alachua County, with an executive order that warned a threat of a potential emergency is imminent. The order allows local law enforcement to partner with state and other agencies to provide security. Spencer events on other campuses have sometimes prompted skirmishes between Spencer's supporters and opponents, including Antifa, or anti-fascists. U.S. Sen. Marco Rubio and Fuchs urged people to boycott Spencer's speech at UF. Spencer has drawn added scrutiny since participating in an August rally in Charlottesville, during which white nationalist demonstrators marched with torches chanting slogans, including "Jews will not replace us" and the Nazi-inspired "Blood and Soil." Some wore and displayed swastikas or Ku Klux Klan imagery. Spencer, who calls himself a protector of the white majority, is considered an extremist and a white supremacist by both the Anti-Defamation League and the Southern Poverty Law Center, which track hate groups. This is a developing story. Check back later for updates. Juina at OrlandoSentinel.com, 4,074,205,171, or at Jeff Vineros on Twitter. Editorial World is watching Richard Spencer's speech at UF. UF has little choice but to let white nationalist Richard Spencer speak. Experts say caption, 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 caption.